guys, I'm here and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a pretty good sized manga haul from Books A Million, so I went ahead and placed a kind of big order and they all arrived in separate packages. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox all of them and then we're gonna go ahead and try to shelve all these volumes, see if they can get them to fit. If not, I'll have to do some reorganization before I can fit all the volumes on my shelves. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get into unboxing now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get into the unboxing portion of this video. And just for a disclaimer, the next like 2 minutes is basically me struggling to open up these packages. Just getting into it. I'm not the biggest fan of these, but I definitely do enjoy opening these more than the ravioli packaging that you'll see in a little bit. But these are still like pretty hard to open because these have like a sticky seam, like instead of it being like a pull tab cardboard like fitted box for books, they're the sticky seams, and they're literally so sticky it's so hard to open. So I'm just like struggling to rip this up apart. I finally got it out though. And then moving on, we have another one of those sticky seam boxes. This one also did not have a little pull tab on it, so we're going ahead and like tear this apart like a monster. Getting through these packages is like, it seems like nothing compared to me trying to open up a ravioli packaged container. This one did have like a, not necessarily a pull tab, but it was like a pull it was like serrated, so I could still like pull it open pretty easily. Thankfully I had at least one of these. These ones I'm not angry about, I like these ones. And now the ravioli packaging, we all know that I despise opening. Actually this one wasn't too bad to open. I will say that I've had some ravioli packaging that has like taken me forever to open because it's just like sticking to the cover, and I'm like, I do not want to ruin the cover just because of this packaging. But Books A Million loves sending out manga in this packaging. I will also say they always include these little magazine flyers for stuff in every single package that's ravioli packaged. And we have another ravioli packaged volume here. Once again, these honestly weren't too bad, but I will say this one was stuffed in my mailbox. Like, they bent it all up just to get it to fit in there, and there was other packages in there. I don't know where they did that. But look, another magazine flyer for, I don't know, like, I have so many of these. They all just go in the recycling bin because I don't know what to do with them. Thankfully, I did also get a few boxes, so a few items did end up shipping together, but not all of them shipped together. I do wish that they would just ship them all at once. Preferably if they're all in stock. I don't see why not. I feel like it would save a lot on shipping and packaging and whatnot. But we're just gonna go ahead and unbox this. And another box, so this is gonna be another box that has more than one volume in it, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not sure. I honestly forgot what I ordered, but we'll see in a little bit. Opening all these boxes like surprise. And of course I have yet another magazine flyer. Who knows why? I don't. So if you know why, please let me know. Alright, and so for the first volume of manga, we have Fire Force volume 32. I did put a sticky note on this cover because I don't know if I'm allowed to show this. But if you go ahead and look up this cover, you can go ahead and see the full cover there. But yeah, so this is just Fire Force. I still haven't read any of these volumes, but I really like the art, so I'm gonna probably keep on continuing to buy them, to be honest. A bad habit of mine, I know. And for our second volume, we have Chasing After Oyokoshiba. I think that's how you say it. This is volume 4. I had no idea that this was the final volume. I literally like flipped this over while I was filming, and I'm like, what the heck? I did not know that this was gonna be the final volume. But looks like it'll be short and sweet, I guess, after finishing up with just 4 volumes. Super excited to read this. Now that I know that it's finished, I'm gonna go ahead and probably binge this. I also really love the colored page in the front. I love when manga has a colored page, but I'm really just shocked that this is the final volume because I thought it'd be a lot longer. And we have Last Gender. So this is a series I'm super excited about. I got volumes 1 and 2 because it was in stock, and I was like, why not? Of course, me being me. But yeah, I saw someone post about this and I was very intrigued by what they had to say about it. I really wish I knew or remembered who I saw talk about this, because what they were talking about made me like instantly want to buy this. Of course I held off for a little bit. I would say I didn't hold off for too long because it's in my haul now, and that was probably only like 2 weeks ago that I saw their post, but super excited to read this. Alright, and next up we have Wand Dance Volume 5. So this is a series I've just been buying as each new volume comes out just because I love the colors of the spines. The cover art is beautiful, the manga art is beautiful, the story seems pretty interesting with it being about dance. I have yet to read it, but now that I have 5 volumes, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to read it soon enough because look at this art, it is so beautiful. I've been showing the covers in my last few monthly manga hauls and I just love the art. And next up we have Megumi and Tsugumi Volume 2. So this is actually an ABO story, which is something I usually don't gravitate towards, but I actually picked up Volume 1 used recently. I went to the bookstore and I saw it was used and I was like, might as well pick this up. And I've actually given it a read before it was finished. I'm pretty sure it's finished now, but I think I read up to Volume 2 is what I read up to. So now that I have it, I'm going to be keeping up with the physicals as they release. And next up we have Horimiya Volume 16. So if you haven't been watching me, you probably wouldn't know that I've been trying to predict that they would release a special edition cover for Volume 16 of Horimiya because it is the last volume of Horimiya, and Volume 16 in Japan does have a special edition cover, which I love, which is why I've kind of been trying to speak it into existence, but apparently there is no special edition cover. Maybe they'll come out sometime in the future with a special cover, because I really do love that special cover that they have in Japan, and I really wish they printed it in English as well, but I'm not too upset. I'm really happy that Volume 16 is licensed in English, so now I can go ahead and finally finish off the series because I've read up to Volume 15, and this is the last volume. We also just have Mob Psycho 100 right over here. This is volume 11, so there are now 11 volumes out in English, and I have all of them. I also have Mob Psycho 100 Reagan, which is, I believe, the side story or spin-off. Not exactly sure, but I love the anime, and I'm so excited to start reading the manga now that the anime is finished, and I just want more of the story, or a more in-depth telling of the story, I guess. But yeah. And next up we have Sasaki and Miyano. So this is volume 8. I love Sasaki to Miyano. If you've been watching my manga videos recently, I've been reading them, I've been buying all the volumes. I love the story, I love the art. Everything is just so beautiful about this. I really couldn't say much more about this because I've talked about it so many times, but really recommend this series. I love it so much. Alright, and next up we have I Hear the Sunspot. So this is volume 1 of 4 seasons, which I believe is like a new arc. I believe that's what they're doing, because I actually had no idea that this was still an ongoing series because I own the rest of the volumes that are out in the I Hear the Sunspot. It was a trilogy, but now I guess there's 4 different arcs. But I'm actually really happy about this because I love this story, and it was actually one of the first volumes I ever purchased. I purchased it off Amazon because I like the art, and here I am now 2 years later with over 1,200 volumes of manga, but that might just be a me problem. But I love this series. Please go check it out. And we also have volume 4 of Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan. So this is actually volumes 7 and 8 because this is a omnibus. So this is like volume 7 and 8 in Japan, but it's an omnibus, so it's 2 volumes. And just look at this man. I love him. If you haven't watched the anime, that is also pretty funny. And I actually enjoyed the manga more. I don't know. They somehow portrayed all of the comedy in the manga. It was funnier reading it than watching it somehow. I have no idea how they did it, but go check this out. And last up we have The Boxer Volume 2. So this is actually a manhwa webtoon printed by Yen Press's new manhwa line, Ize Press. It's in full color. This is very heavy. All of the full color manhwa is such good printing, so heavy, weight paper, and I love the printing, and I'm super excited that more manhwa and webtoons are getting printed because who doesn't love a good full color story despite how heavy these are. And just moving on to shelving all of my new finds. Still covering this up, I will take the post-it note off after filming, but Fire Force Volume 32 fits perfectly where it belongs. And I just have some oversized volumes up here, so I'm just putting volume 4 of Chasing After a Kashiba up there next to the rest of the volumes, of course. Moving it over just so I have some room to put in volume 4 of Life Lessons with Uramichi Onisan. and fits perfectly, of course. And then another little space just to fit One Dance Volume 5. It's gonna be a bit of a tight squeeze, but we'll get it to fit. And yep, there it goes. And if you didn't watch my last video, I did do like a rainbow manga spine reorganization, kind of. I didn't do all the series, but I did a lot of my series that have color in their spines. I actually didn't do Horimiya in like a rainbow order, but yeah. Up on this, you can see that I have a lot of manga up here. So I have my Sasaki Miyano, Mob Psycho, I hear the Sunspots up here at the top. But yes, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and have to move some things around, probably, maybe. So we're gonna put Sasaki Miyano right here. So this actually did end up fitting perfectly, which chef's kiss. I love when that happens. I just had to straighten out the shelf. And Mob Psycho. So this actually looks like it doesn't fit, but I swear it fits. I just had to move over my boy. I just couldn't do it with one hand. And I did end up taking out Boy Meets Maria, one of my favorite series, by the way. You should check it out. Just so I could fit I Hear the Sunspot next to the rest of the volumes that are out in there. But yeah, like I said, please check out Boy Meets Maria. Even though this is not what this video is about, but look at it. I love that series. Please check it out. And this is what my wall shelves look like now. And I did end up just moving the Boxer Volume 1 that I had back on top of where I had my other volumes that I just shelved. So I moved those, and I'm going to go ahead and put Volume 2 up here as well. Just for now, I'm definitely going to have to do a big reorganization soon just to get everything to look nice and look pretty. But at the end of the day, I still have 3 volumes that I couldn't fit onto my shelves nicely, so there will be some reorganization happening again, even though I just reorganized, unfortunately. But we'll go ahead and do a reorganization video soon. So it's just Megumi and Tsugumi Volume 2, and then I have Blast Gender Volumes 1 and 2 that I couldn't fit onto my shelves at this time. But nothing too serious, just 3 volumes I couldn't fit, or at least they would fit, just wouldn't look pretty, but I want it to look pretty, so. Alright, and that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy all of my new finds. Super excited to start some new series, and some of these are volumes that I've been really looking to get in my collection and start reading, so really excited to be able to read them now physically. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of my socials will be linked down below in the description box if you want to check out my other socials, and I'll talk to you guys next time.